Hello everyone. So, it's only been 2 months since I unintentionally came out publicly on the channel, and, well, let's just say that things haven't been going all that well. Before I go on another of my patented rants here, though, I just want to say, if you want to leave a comment that I will actually read, please use the link in the description or in the top pinned comment to see the publicly viewable version of this video on Patreon, available to all patrons and the public. That means free members. You can sign up at the free tier at no cost and no obligation, and you'll be able to engage with me. Here though, on the main channel, my mental health is a priority, and the sheer volume of people who either hate watch me now, or go out of their way to let me know that they are hateful people who can't handle trans people is disheartening, to say the least. The majority of you watching this update video, you are the audience I actually care about. Those who have supported me through my transition, either through Patreon, channel memberships, or even just by continuing to watch. And odds are that most of the comments on this video would also be positive, but there will inevitably be a handful of very vocal, hateful bigots who, even after hearing this warning, will still feel the need to share their disgusting opinions below, probably without even watching the video. I don't need to read any of them. I don't want to read any of them, and perhaps even a few of them might follow me all the way to Patreon just to declare their bigotry to me. But it will be far fewer that take the time to do all that, so I don't mind having to ban all of them. However, on the main channel it will always be more, and that is a volume of hate that I simply cannot deal with. So please, if you have something to say to me, don't comment on this video. Comment on this video's post over on Patreon. And just in case any of those bigots have made it through this spiel, just know that you are wasting your time. I do not care what you think. Your opinion of my identity means nothing to me, and I will not engage with you. All you will do by commenting is out yourself as a bigot to me, and then I will shadow ban you from the channel forever. And to my supportive audience, please refrain from engaging with them. That's what they want. I will not give them the attention that they feel entitled to. They can screw off. Anyway, so views have been way down since I came out. In fact, now I very consistently lose dozens of subscribers whenever I put out any content, because most of my views right now are still coming from my pre-transition videos. Particularly the GTA San Andreas and GTA 5 Game Vault episodes, which I made right before I started my transition. Viewers will discover those, subscribe, and then be recommended something like my GTA and the LGBTQ video, or trans people in GTA, or anything I made since I started speech therapy, and immediately unsubscribe. So I am in a very precarious position, yet I have been continuing to pander to the GTA audience because A, a lot of you who support me are still big fans of the series, and B, it's the only thing that's had any success in relative terms in the past, and old fans of the channel will know I have tried several times, even before my transition, to break away from just GTA content to no avail. So, unlike before, pretty much every other update I've ever done, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is the new plan, this is for sure what I'll be doing going forward, and then inevitably switch right back to GTA shit, desperately trying to chase the viewers that hate me, and don't care what I put out regardless of what it's about. So instead, I'm just going to share with you some of the ideas I've had, or been considering, to break away once again, and also open the floor to you for suggestions. Just please, like I said, don't leave comments on this video on YouTube expecting me to see them. I don't read any comments on the main channel anymore, specifically to safeguard my own mental health. Most of you are very supportive, and it makes me sad that I don't get to see your nice comments, but no matter how many nice ones I read, it only takes one super negative, disgusting, transphobic comment to upset me and ruin my day, so it simply isn't worth it. I probably will still get at least a few who go through the effort of following me to my other channels or onto Patreon just to let me know that they hate trans people, but most people who hate me, at the very least, don't have the patience to, say, make it this far into a video of this nature. So, just please, one last time, don't comment here. I won't see it. I'm sorry. Comment on Patreon. Anyway, one of the ideas I had before that I mentioned in the last update video, but never followed through on, was to make more Fallout content. I did make that one episode of The Story Of, but I want to do more stuff like that. That is probably one of the more likely paths that I will be taking going forward, but I'm probably going to be gradually introducing the new stuff alongside the GTA stuff with my new voice, as a means of keeping those of you who aren't bigots that still like GTA, but also bringing in new audiences that don't care about my voice as it is now. Fallout also has plenty of hateful people in its audience, for sure, but it also has a lot more queer fans proportionally, and a lot of trans fans in general, it seems, as evidenced by the non-binary characters in some of the series' most recent media, like Aspirant Dane in the show, or Orlando in Fallout 76. Another idea I've had is to go full vlog mode and talk a little bit about what my experience has been like transitioning. And, in fact, I am, and have been, working on a very big video that probably won't come out until maybe next year about my journey, which I'm also getting input from my trans friends on, but that one is going to take a long time because I need to make sure that I do it correctly. Since we're relatively deep into this video now, most of the worst people are probably gone, and so I will announce it here publicly finally, in case you didn't know, that I actually have a secondary channel that I've been posting on pretty consistently now for about 2 months, which you can find a link to in the description down below. I'm more than 30 parts into a Let's Play of Fallout 3/New Vegas using the Tale of Two Wastelands mod, and I just recently completed my first playthrough of the game Celeste, so if long-form, ranty gameplay videos are some of the stuff you like from me, there's literally hours and hours of content for you over there. And if you do go watch some of that, maybe leave a like on the videos you watch, because there are currently about 2 or 3 very hateful people whose lives are so pathetic that they actually have nothing better to do than go to every single upload on that channel I release and downvote it. It's very important that the content I make going forward actually has my heart in it. I don't want to insult those of you who continue to support me, who also still love GTA for good reasons. I do still have plenty of nostalgia for it, but again, longtime viewers will know that I have been kind of sick of GTA for a while now, since long before any of this started happening, and ever since I transitioned, my personal relationship with the series has shifted dramatically. I don't love it the way that I used to, but I do have a lot of hope for the next entry in the franchise, actually. If it ends up being just as bigoted towards people like me as much of the series and its fans have been up to now, well, that will probably be my last straw, but I do want to retain enough of the GTA stuff to still cover that when it does drop next year. I do plan to still do a criminal history on Jason and Lucia, and maybe some other characters, but depending on how they're received and how I feel about that game, well, it will determine if I completely abandon GTA or not. I want to make content about games that I enjoy playing and grew up with that aren't GTA, and I have had people suggest to me to cover other Rockstar Games titles, but I frankly don't really want to, and I didn't grow up with many of them the way a lot of you seem to. I didn't play Bully, I don't care about it, or Midnight Club, or even Red Dead. Although, Actually, that's not entirely true, because Red Dead is another thing that I've considered strongly giving another try, because Red Dead does still interest me, and I've only played the first quarter or so of Red Dead 2, and never touched Red Dead 1. I think the most likely thing going forward will be Game Vault episodes on non-GTA titles, Fallout lore videos, and the occasional GTA one-offs like I've been doing the last few months. If you have suggestions for the kind of content you'd like to see me make, or things that might make you more inclined to, say, support the channel through memberships or over on Patreon, please let me know over there. You don't have to be a paid Patreon member to leave comments on public posts like this video will be over there, and I want to hear from you. I need to find a balance between the kind of content you, my actual supporters, want to see and the kind of content I want to make, because the passion has been gone from my GTA content for quite some time now, and I need to find it again if I'm ever going to bring back the quality and dig myself out of this hole that I've gotten myself into. I know this has been rather rambly, but I also know that most of you who have been following me for years are used to it, and hell, that's half the reason you love me. I really want to hear from you, but I will remind you one last time, don't comment here. Comment over on this video's public Patreon post, link in the description, and I will also put it in a top pinned comment. If you want to leave supportive words below, thank you, I appreciate it, but I probably won't ever see it. Finally, before I go, I just want to say to you, actually to you listening, it's very unlikely any of those truly awful people made it more than 5 minutes into this video, but if you're here, still hearing me speak at the end, you are almost certainly one of those people who I actually want to make videos for. Those who either share some of my interests in lots of games, not just GTA, or enjoy my presentation style or whatever. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, as much as I am struggling these days, overall, I am still surviving, and that's a lot more than plenty of people around the world can say, even other content creators in similar positions to me. I have toyed with trying to find regular work, but balancing that search with also making content for y'all here hasn't been easy, so I've mostly continued to try and make something new work here. I haven't yet reached the point of needing to stop making videos and fully put myself into the job search, and frankly, I don't want to. But even being in this position is such an incredible privilege, and whether you've supported me directly financially or not, you are still helping. Hell, even if you use ad blockers on my videos, which I'd prefer you didn't, but still, you are still helping me in the algorithm. And frankly, at the end of the day, I am just so grateful that you stick around to listen to me and support this little experimental part of my life that I call being a YouTuber. You rock. Thank you so much. I am so grateful to be able to do this at all. Paycheck to paycheck doing things the way I'm doing is still a whole lot better than lots of other people, and I know that. You guys are awesome, and I cannot thank you enough. If you really want to support me though, this is the part where I'll be playing the Patreon plug, so that's coming in a second, but just thank you for watching once again all the way to the end. I hope you have yourself a wonderful evening. Bye-bye! This video and all videos on my channel are brought to you in large part by the wonderful support of my YouTube members and my patrons on patreon.com. An extra special thank you to my executive producer and Walkerville tier supporters, Mason Collin, Chuck K45, Dicastinator, and Michael Vandenberg. Supporters at this tier also have the option to promote a little bit of their own content, so this video is also brought to you by Mason Collins' podcast channel, We're About Everything, Chuck K45's Upstart Farming channel, and Dicastinator's channel all about diecast cars. I release all videos a little early to all supporters and give you any of the original music tracks created for a given video. You'll also get to see your name in the credits of all videos produced while you are pledged, get access to a small patron/members-only Discord server where you can easily speak with me or see little behind-the-scenes snippets, and you'll receive my eternal gratitude. Seriously, especially these days, those of you who support my work directly are absolutely incredible, and I can't properly express how grateful I am to you all. Sign up as a YouTube member today, or get slightly better prices at patreon.com/thecriminalhistorian. Thank you so much for watching.